So today I want to talk a wee bit about how to optimize your website for search engine listings. And it's really sparked from an email that I received this morning from someone who said that they've been doing their on-page optimization, which means making sure that all their heading tags are right, all the content's right, and they've done all the little bits and pieces there to ensure that they've got the best shot that's possible to get onto page 1 of Google. But one thing to remember is Google really isn't the be-all and end-all of getting people to your website, and there are a whole lot of other vehicles, and really just optimizing your website is just the start of your search engine optimization and your marketing. So today I want to talk a wee bit about 5 other ways that not many people really use effectively or even know about to get more traffic to your website by using 5 different ways to and methods to to do it. And look, it really doesn't take a lot more time than what you're doing at the moment. And when I say a lot more time, I guess you could probably spend another half an hour to an hour to really get your content out there in different ways for people to find you in different ways. And it really all just starts from your, where do you start with your content? And most people will sit down and they'll open up their website and they'll start to write a post or an article or a blog and do all that and publish that, and then that's really where it starts and ends for them. So really, if you think about that end of things, that's all about creating your content. So I'm going to talk a wee bit about creating your content in a slightly different way, which then you can then repurpose that content and push it out into the web in different formats. So what you're looking at right now, if you happen to be watching the video, this is where I start from creating content. I'll record a video first. There's a really good reason for that there, and that it saves a lot of time for me and means that I've got a whole lot of different formats to play with. So I guess and it's really all just started from a book that I've read called Epic Content Marketing, and that's by Joe Paluzzi. If you haven't got the book, recommend you go to Amazon.com and download the book and read it. And a lot of the big companies out there are now starting to twig onto the fact that it's all about content. Really coming from a point that what traditionally used to happen was people would run ads and try and push content out, or well, not push content, but really try to pull you into their stores and to do business with them by running ads. And there's billboards, there's classified ads, there's magazine ads, there's video on TV, radio ads, all that sort of thing. But that sort of marketing really is struggling now, and it's starting to work less and less and less. What really is starting to work is creating good content that you send out to your subscribers, or that people can find, that really addresses the questions that they have, or is a solution to a problem, or just really questions that they really have. And I guess Google's algorithm has started to reflect that more and more, and that they're really looking for what are the questions people are typing into the search engines, what are they asking, and then from that there, so what content should we be serving up to those people? So it's going to be sort of trawling through and indexing your site, and if your site has got relevant content to the question that's been asked, that's what's more than likely going to be served up to people on the search pages, rather than sales pages, rather than advertisements and ad copy, which is how it used to work in search. So today it's all about content. So if you're focusing on content and delivering good, valuable content to your potential target market, that's really where you want to start. Forget about Google AdWords, forget about sort of placing ads places, just focus on providing good quality content. If you do that, then you're ahead of the pack by 100%. So the first place to start is video. So if you're going to sit down in front of your computer and you're going to start tapping out an article, why not just sit down and talk? So record it as a video. And the reason for that is you can break that video up into at least 5 different sorts of content, which I'll run through today. So obviously the first one is, you can break it up as video. And once you've got your video, you can then upload it to, or you can set up a YouTube channel and you can upload your video to YouTube. Now, YouTube's owned by Google, and it's now the second largest search engine on the net. So when people are searching, they will go to YouTube and they'll search, on videos, how to, and whatever your services that you provide are, or whatever the content is that you provide, they'll type that into YouTube. And even when they search in Google, you'll find that you'll get videos that are served up in the Google search results as well too. So let's just find a search. I don't know whether this will work, but we'll have a look. How to play guitar. And we'll see what comes up in these search results. In fact, here we go here. The first search here is a video here, which is how to play beginner guitar chords. So right away, just in the ordinary Google search, a video shows up here. And it's the only one, or there's 2 videos here. And when people see that, often they'll just go and click on it because, here's someone talking about it. So all the rest of these here are optimized web pages. These ones here are YouTube videos. So first thing is to create a YouTube channel, upload your videos there, and by doing that you can actually optimize your videos also, so that you've got a description under here. So you can provide a description, a link back to your website. Now this is one really important thing about Google, is in the description area when you put your video up, make sure the very first thing you do is to put in the your website or the page that you want people to go to if they want to find out more about what your video is about. Make sure it's got the http:// in front of it, because that makes it a clickable link. So you've got that there, so you've got a description that you can provide there. That's optimized for the search engines, and that's how you can get your video onto the search pages here, by providing a good title and a good description here. And there's also tags that you can add to it as well, so make sure you optimize for the tags. We won't go into how to optimize a video too much today. It's all about the different sorts of content that you can use for your marketing. So first one here is your YouTube. Obviously if you've recorded a video, then out of that you can strip the audio out of it, and now you've got an audio out of the video. And to strip it out, you just need to use, I use a Mac, so it's easy to strip an audio out there, but there are programs out there that you can quite simply just extract that audio from. Once you've done that, you've now got a podcast. And you can upload that podcast to something like iTunes. And so with iTunes, people get that to their mobile phones. They can listen to it online, on their computers. They've got iPod devices, and they can subscribe to your channel. So if you set up an iTunes channel, then you've got an opportunity now for people to subscribe to that channel. And every time you publish a piece that you've extracted from your audio, you publish it to iTunes. If they've subscribed to your channel, that content will get pushed out to their phone or their iPod or their iTunes on their computer, and so now they've got another way of receiving your content. And remembering that some people are visual, they like to look at videos. Other people are more auditory, so they would prefer to listen to it either in their car, while they're on the move, or while they're not sitting in front of their computer. So it gives you another opportunity to have people consume your content. So iTunes, that's the second way, serving up as a podcast. The third way is to think about once you've got your content, then you can go and get it transcribed from the video. And you can send it off to a service like, you can find a transcriber on somewhere like Fiverr.com, Fiverr. I'll just tap that in here so you can see it. So Fiverr.com. And Fiverr is a place where you pay $5 to get almost anything done. So you can find someone to do transcriptions here. So we'll type in transcribe, and that'll bring you up. hopefully, people that will transcribe. So here we go, I'll transcribe 7 minutes of audio or video for $5. So that's a fairly inexpensive service, and then with that service, with that transcription, now you've got your blog post. So you can take that, you can put it into your blog and or create an article, and I mean, you'll have to change it a bit to get rid of all your ums and ahs and half sentences, but there's your start. You've already started. You just need to go through and edit that for the website, and then just optimize it as you normally would, as you are doing right now, hopefully. So and also with that transcription, you can also create another version. You don't want exactly the same version that's on your blog page, but just change it around a bit, and you've got another version that you can then create an article out of, and then upload it to a place like eZinearticles. And eZinearticles is one of those large article banks, and again, eZinearticles is one of those places where it'll get onto page 1 of Google. I'm not so sure how much it is today because things have changed a bit, but certainly it's a large site, and there's a lot of information on there that will rank in the search engines, and people will go to these sites and they'll search articles in here. Now the other great thing, and this is probably the real benefit about a place like eZinearticles, is that you've got a lot of other publishers and people that have websites and blogs out there that are looking for content, and they're not writers, and they're just looking for free content that they can put onto their website. Now the thing with eZinearticles is, let's just find one here. Here we go. Attitude's everything, especially in policing security. I don't know what that's about at all, but there's an article that anyone can freely copy and paste and put it into their own website. But the good thing about it is that they have to include in it a resource box, and the resource box is this area here, and that is a link back to the author of this article, or to whatever place I want to link it back to. So if someone's publishing your content on their website, then they have to include a link, the link that you put in the resource back, which goes back to your website. So now you're getting people from someone else's website back to yours. And if you've got 10, 20, 100 people using your article on their website, now you've got 100 places, 10, 20, 100 places pointing back to your website to read more of your content, or to subscribe, or whatever the action is that you want them to take when they get there. So so eZinearticles is another great place to publish, and again, you're using the same content from the video, you've transcribed it, create the article from that transcription, and it's on the another site. One tip that I would say is that the link that you've got down the bottom here, where you want them to link back to your website, make sure that's back to either your page, which has got that same article, or an archive of relevant articles there, or it could be a landing page for them to subscribe to your site, so that they keep receiving the same sort of information, or new relevant pieces that you're publishing. So so that's the third place, is to create an article and upload it to somewhere like eZinearticles. With that same written content that you've got as an article, you can create it into a PDF document, a downloadable PDF document. And there's another service out there called Inscribed. And Inscribed is a place which is a repository of PDF articles. And you can see, there are books in here. And there's all sorts of content that's available here on Inscribed. So let's go to, let's have a look. Let's just search here for, let's say content creation. So content creation, and we'll browse, and let's just see what comes up here. So probably not. Oh, this is more about creation. So well, let's just grab one of these here, and if we click on it, and you can see in the button up here, you can set up an account, and you can upload your articles to or PDFs up to Inscribed. So here we go. Here's a here's a PDF document. Now the great thing about it is that you'll notice that in it you're allowed to have clickable links. So here we go. Oh, this one's not clickable, so this is probably not a good example, but you can have clickable links in here, and even if you just have links that are not clickable, people will read it, and it gives them another avenue to get back to your website. So that's a PDF, and you know, people can download it. They can subscribe. There you go. Subscribe to read this article, so they can subscribe to it. That's probably where you download it, actually, is if you're logged in, and that's where the links are clickable too. So Scribe wants you to log into it. So again, you can have links back to your website from your article that you've got on Scribed. So remember, this is the same content, started from video, and it's progressed its way from video to audio to text. And so the next thing is that you can create from the audio or from the video and the transcription, you can create a PowerPoint or Keynote presentation. And that there you can upload to another service called SlideShare. And SlideShare is really just a repository of PDF articles. And it's similar to YouTube in that you can optimize it, and you will find SlideShares appearing up in search results, and also you can set up your profile so that all is optimized and points back to your website. So, and as you can see, SlideShare, people, you know, you can upload your slides here, and people can just click through that there. And the great thing, if you've got a pro version of SlideShare, you can also include forms in it, so people can subscribe to your newsletter or subscribe to your site directly in SlideShare here. And you can have clickable links in there. And if you look at this, people can share on Facebook, they can tweet it in LinkedIn, and often you'll see that if you've got good, compelling content on SlideShare, you will see it go onto Facebook, and from Facebook, people can then click through to the website. So it's not just a one-step click from SlideShare to your website. You know, if you can get it shared out amongst social media, then people might find it on social media, they might share it, and that's how they get back to your website and subscribe to, you know, whatever it is that you do. So, so again, this is another good channel, and if it's just on your blog, you might find that no one subscribes to it, or not many people share it, or, you know, it's just not found. But this is another way that your content can be found. So, so there's 5 channels that you can use from one piece of content. So just change what you're doing from just writing a text article and create a video instead, from which you can take out an audio. You can create your blog content from it by transcribing it, create an article for zinearticles, create a PDF document which you can upload to Inscribed, and create a set of PowerPoint slides. And look, the PowerPoint slides don't have to be flash. They could just be your headlines of your, you know, you can pull out headlines from the transcription with a bit of text, put an image alongside it, and there's a slide. And you might do sort of 5, 10, 15, 20 of those. Again, you know, people say, well, how long do the slides need to be? How long should your slideshow be? It just needs to be as long as it is. And if your slide is only one slide, that's better than having nothing, because you've now got content sitting on another place that people can find and share and do whatever. And look, there are a whole lot of other methods as well, which, look, I'll talk about at some other point. You know, like guest blogging, you can comment on other, you can go and do a search of, you know, the area that people would maybe most likely search on to get to your website. And if you're not appearing on page runs, just do a search, click on the top 10 entries, find out who have got blogs, and then just start commenting on their blogs. And as soon as you're commenting on their blogs, you're on page 1 on Google, piggybacking on their listing. You can contribute to forums. You can look for and join Yahoo groups in your particular area of interest, and offer answers and you know, to questions that people are asking. So, but look, it's an area that you can get overwhelmed with. You know, there's so many different methods and ways of creating content. But all I want to do is to get you to think about focusing on your content in a slightly different way to what you're doing right now. And even if the only thing that you do is to record a video from your content, and that's the thing you do. You could write your blog post and then just read your blog post and create your video from there. But look, I just like to create the video. If that's the only thing you do is to create a video, upload it to YouTube, and transcribe it and create your blog from that. That there is, you've now doubled your your content on the web there. You've just doubled your potential results if that's all you did. And look, you can just start with that, and when it's on YouTube, and you've got you can always extract your audio out later. You could always do your PDFs later. You could always do your articles to zinearticles later. You don't have to do it all at once now. So just focus on two things: video and transcribe it and create your blog post out of it. And remember, you don't have to do it all yourself. You can go to, again, a place called Fiverr, and they can do some of these things. You can get them to create the PDF, and they can do the slides via SlideShare. Or you can get a virtual assistant, which and they can do some of this as well. And if you're creating content every day or every week, maybe it's worth having a look at investing in a virtual assistant to help you with some of these tasks, which are repetitive tasks that have got set steps at all. But look, we'll talk about that at some other point. So for today, just think about and even just go and record your first video. Guaranteed you won't like it. No one ever likes the first video that they do, but look, people do it. You've got a message to give people. When you're talking with people, it's just like recording a video. So just talk like you're talking to someone. Get it up, get it out there. The first thing is to really take that first step. So hopefully that's been helpful, and look, we'll see you back here another time for some other ways of creating content and getting yourself up there in the search engine results. Thank you. This is Cree from Positive Business Online.